This program was made possible by contributions to your PBS station from viewers like you. Thank you.
Welcome to the WCTE High School Academic Bowl. I'm your moderator, Brian O'Connor, a math professor at Tennessee Tech University. Our match today features teams from Hendersonville High School and Westmoreland High School. Let's meet our teams. First, Hendersonville High School is grades 9 through 12. Mascot is the Commandos. Their enrollment is 1,400, and their coach is Richard Zajac. Let's meet the members of the team.
My name is Sydney. I'm a senior, and I'm an AP Scholar.
Hello, my name is Matthew. I am a senior from Hendersonville High School, and I am a member of the AP European class.
Hi, I'm Michael. I'm a senior at Hendersonville, and I like to play golf.
Hi, I'm Logan. I'm a sophomore at Hendersonville, and I am part of the game council at Hendersonville.
Thank you much. Our other team is Westmoreland High School. It's grades 9 through 12. Mascot of the Eagles. Enrollment is 580, and the coach is Kathy Jones. Let's meet their team members.
Hi, I'm Audrey. I'm a senior, and I enjoy the fine arts.
I'm Tanner. I'm a junior at Westmoreland, and I enjoy playing soccer against Hendersonville.
I'm Robert. I'm a freshman, and I like history.
I'm Oliver. I'm a freshman, and I'm in the marching band.
Excellent. Let's meet our officials for the match today. Our scorekeeper is Janie Bassett, former Tech graduate, retired Putnam County teacher, who worked and helped us out for years. Moving over into a judge position is Reggie Brown, our coordinator of WCTE Academic Bowl. Also serving as a judge is Marge Rios, retired teacher from Livingston Academy, who was the Academic Bowl team advisor there for many years. And our timekeeper is Lee Ray from WCTE, an American graduate project manager. You met all the people. This is a Sumner County match of two schools with at least 12 letters in their name, so it should be a good one. Shall we begin? Here's your first toss-up. Although this mountain is near the equator, it is so high that its peak is always covered. Michael?
Mount Kilimanjaro.
Mount Kilimanjaro in Africa. Correct. 10 points there. Here's your bonus question. First, what is the value of Avogadro's number?
6.33.
No, 6.02 times 10 to the 23rd power. And second, what does this number represent?
Number of atoms in a mole.
I don't think I can take that. It's the number of particles in a mole, and even if it's a compound. So no points there on that bonus. Here is your next toss-up question. What was the final battle in the American Revolution? Robert?
Battle of Yorktown.
Battle of Yorktown, that is right. 10 points there. Bonus question. For 5 points each, these lines are from a speech made by what person? First, give me liberty or give me death.
Patrick Henry.
Patrick Henry, right. Second, a date which will live in infamy.
FDR. Franklin Delano
FDR,
Roosevelt.
right. From Stettin in the Baltic to Trieste in the Adriatic, an iron curtain has descended across the continent.
Winston Churchill.
Winston Churchill, correct. And finally, you shall not crucify mankind upon a cross of gold.
Joseph Stalin.
No, William Jennings Bryan. 15 points on that bonus question. Here comes another toss-up. Who wrote The Picture of Dorian Gray? Matthew.
Oscar Wilde.
Oscar Wilde is right. 10 points there. Here is your bonus question. Identify these mythological creatures. First, a creature with the head and body of a woman and tail of a fish.
Mermaid.
Mermaid is right. Second, a beautiful bird that burned and then arose from the ashes to live again.
Phoenix.
Phoenix is right. 20 points on that bonus. Toss up. What is the name of Grant Wood's painting which depicts an American farmer with a pitchfork and his sister?
American Gothic.
American Gothic. That is right. 10 points there. Here's your bonus question. For 5 points each, name these compounds containing hydrogen. First, H2O2.
Hydrogen peroxide.
Hydrogen peroxide, right. Second, NH3. Answer?
No answer.
That's ammonia. Next, HF.
Hydrofluorine.
Hydrofluoric acid. I don't think I can take that. And finally, CH4.
Propane.
No, that's methane. 5 points on that bonus question. Here's another toss-up. This West Virginia university saw its entire football team killed in a November 14, 1970 plane crash, only to recover and have the winningest football team of the 1990s. Name this Huntington, West Virginia school. Michael.
The University of West Virginia?
No, can you take it Westmoreland? Time. Subject of the movie We Are Marshall, Marshall University. Next toss-up question. Name the scale used to measure how much energy is released by earthquakes. Robert.
Richter scale.
Richter scale, correct. 10 points there. Here's your bonus. 2 questions about the American Revolution. First, who was the school teacher that the British hanged without a trial?
Patrick Henry.
No, Nathan Hale. And second, what was the marine turtle invented by Richard Bushnell in 1776?
A submarine.
A submarine, the first submarine, correct. 10 points there on that bonus. Next toss-up. Name the founder of the American Red Cross. Tanner.
Clara Barton.
Clara Barton is right. 10 points, correct. Here is your bonus question. For 5 points each, name the authors of these works of realism and naturalism. First, The Call of the Wild.
Oscar Wilde.
No, Jack London. Second, The Red Badge of Courage.
Milton.
No, Stephen Crane. Third, Sister Carrie.
Hook.
That was Theodore Dreiser. And finally, 10 North Frederick.
Lee.
No, John O'Hara. No points on that bonus. Next toss-up. These creatures, part goat, part man, were famous... Oliver. Satyrs, right. Chasing wood nymphs. 10 points there. Here is your bonus question. In 1978, President Jimmy Carter mediated the first peace treaty between Israel and an Arab country. For 10 points each, what 2 statesmen signed the treaty?
Nixon and Reagan.
No, it's Menachem Begin and Anwar Sadat. No points there. Next toss-up. What is the Spanish word for friend? Tanner.
Amigo.
Amigo, correct. Here is your bonus question. The public library is 4.5 blocks from Ahmed's apartment. Ahmed walked to the library and back 4 times. If there are 12 blocks in a mile, how many miles did Ahmed walk just to get to the library and back?
3 miles.
3 miles, that is correct. 20 points on that bonus. Here is your next toss-up question. What type of energy transformation takes place in the storage battery of a car? Audrey.
Electrical?
I need more information.
Electrically charged?
No, can you take it Hendersonville? Michael.
Electrolysis?
No, chemical to electrical. That's the energy transformation. No points there. Next toss-up. The broad, flat part of a leaf of a plant is known by what term? Time, it's the blade. Next toss-up. Name the 1999 horror movie that had the introductory text. In October of 1994, 3 student filmmakers... Matthew.
The Blair Witch Project.
The Blair Witch Project disappeared in the woods near Burkittsville, Maryland, while shooting a documentary. A year later, their footage was found. Correct. 10 points there. Here is your bonus question. For 5 points each, I'll give you the name of a musical instrument. You tell me whether it belongs to the wind, string, or percussion family. First, lute.
String.
String is right. Second, glockenspiel.
Percussion.
Percussion, right. Bagpipes.
Wind.
Wind. And marimba.
Percussion.
Percussion. 20 points on that bonus. Next toss-up. How many is a score of scores? Tanner.
400.
400. 20 times 20. Correct. 10 points there. Here's your bonus question. I will name 5 large American cities, 3 of which are the capitals of their states. For 10 points each, identify the 2 cities that are not the capitals of their states. The list is Indianapolis, Louisville, Columbia, Denver, and Milwaukee.
Louisville and Milwaukee.
Do we take that?
You came in at time.
Yes. Louisville and Milwaukee, correct both parts, 20 parts on that bonus. The score at the end of the first round is Westmoreland 140 and Hendersonville 70. Come on back for our lightning round. Welcome back to WCTE High School Academic Bowl. We got a Sumner County battle going here with Westmoreland and Hendersonville. Westmoreland's winning 140 to 70. We're going to do our lightning round now, and the categories are big mistakes in history or coming and going. And Hendersonville, which would you like?
Big mistakes in history, please.
Big mistakes in history. No one's perfect. These folks weren't. 10 points for each correct answer. 60 seconds. Ready? He fought a duel with Burr.
Hamilton.
He turned his back on gang member Robert Ford.
Pass.
He received Charlotte Corday while he was bathing.
Pass.
He told his subjects to obey Cortez, his captor.
Montezuma.
As deputy Führer, he flew to England in 1941.
Pass.
He allowed Napoleon III to place him on the Mexican throne.
Pass.
He tried to swim the Hellespont to visit his girlfriend Hero.
Pass.
He looked back at his wife Eurydice. Big mistake.
Pass.
He sold his birthright to his brother Jacob for a dish of lentils.
Esau.
Say it again.
Esau.
Yeah. He allows Lucy to hold the football for his kicks.
Charlie
Brown.
He turned his back on gang member Robert Ford.
Pass.
He received Charlotte Corday while he was bathing. You have 4 correct: Hamilton, Montezuma, Esau, and Brown. The ones you missed. Turned his back on gang member Robert Ford was Jesse James. Received Charlotte Corday while he was bathing. That was Marat. Deputy Führer was Hess. Allowed Napoleon III to place him on the Mexican throne, Maximilian. Tried to swim the Hellespont to visit his girlfriend Hero was Leander. And looked back at his wife, Orpheus. So 4 correct there, 40 points, and brings you up to 110. Now we come to Westmoreland, and your category is coming and going. All answers are palindromes of 5 letters. Reads the same forwards and backwards, coming and going. Here we go. Small boat for 1 person.
Pass.
Helps in detecting enemy ships.
Sonar.
Tool to determine horizontal.
Repeat that, please.
Tool to determine horizontal.
Pass.
Song sung by 1 person.
Solos.
Fundamental belief or doctrine.
Pass.
Main building in a city, blank center.
Pass.
Polite form of address for a woman.
Madam.
Call attention to something by mentioning it.
Pass.
Age-old battle of the blank.
Sexes.
Batting average, yards per carry, assists, etc.
Stats.
Small boat for 1 person.
Kayak.
Tool to determine horizontal. You have 5 correct, gives you 50 points. The ones you missed was helps in detecting enemy ships. Radar. Sonar is not a palindrome. Tool to determine horizontal is a level. Fundamental belief or doctrine is a tenet. Main building in a city is a civic center. And to call attention to something by mentioning it is to refer. So 5 correct on there. That was a tough one. And our score now is Westmoreland 190, Hendersonville 110. We're going to start our last round now, so our teams, are you ready? Here we go. Here's your first toss-up. Who was the 18th President of the United States? Robert.
Grant.
Grant was right. 10 points there. Here's your bonus question. For 5 points each, name 4 of the 6 countries that border the country of Libya.
Egypt. Pass. No answer.
Tunisia, Algeria, Niger, Chad, Sudan, and Egypt. So you get 5 points for knowing Egypt. 5 points on that bonus. Here's your next toss-up question. Correct the grammar, if necessary, in the following. He gave Harrison and I a ride home in his car. Michael.
He gave Harrison and me a ride home in his car.
Yes, change I to me. Correct. 10 points there. Here's your bonus question. For 5 points each, I'll give you some Roman numerals. You tell me their equivalent. First, LXIV.
64.
64 is right. Next, CDXC. Answer?
No answer.
490. MMXVI.
2016.
2016, very timely, yes. And finally, XXXIX.
39.
39, correct. 15 points or XV on that problem, on that bonus. Here's your next toss-up question. A smaller version of the Statue of Liberty can be found on the point of... Audrey.
France.
I will continue for Hendersonville. Can be found on the point of an island in a river in France. Name the river. Time, it's the Seine. Here's your next toss-up. What is the measure of the angle formed by the hands of a clock if the time is 4 o'clock? Tanner.
60 degrees.
No, can you take it to Hendersonville? Sydney.
90.
No, 120 degrees. 1/3 of the way. No points there. Here's your next toss-up. Which novel by Fyodor Dostoevsky deals with the double murders committed by a Sydney?
Crime and Punishment.
By a student named Raskolnikov. Crime and Punishment, correct. 10 points there. Here's your bonus question. For 5 points each of the following is a variety of which kind of fruit? First, Red Haven.
Apple.
No, it's a peach. Second, Dunlap.
Apple.
That's a strawberry. Third, Rattlesnake.
Pear.
No, it's watermelon. And finally, Damson.
Apple.
No, it was a plum. Didn't have any apples on that one. No points on that bonus. Let's try another toss-up. According to Edward Lear's nursery rhyme, what 2 characters danced by the light of the moon? Oliver.
Spoon and dish.
No, can you take it Hendersonville? Michael.
The Fox and the Spoon?
No, the Owl and the Pussycat.
Oh.
Next toss-up. In the Shakespearean play Julius Caesar, which day in March was Julius Caesar murdered? Tanner.
The Ides.
The Ides, or March 15th. We'll take either one. Correct. 10 points there. Here's your bonus question. What Latin phrase does the abbreviation AD stand for when used with a date? The Latin phrase.
Anno Domini.
Anno Domini, correct. And what does that Latin phrase translate to in English?
In the year of our Lord.
In the year of our Lord, correct. 20 points on that bonus. Here's your next toss-up. Give the name of the technique used to remove unwanted hair. In this manner, hair is destroyed by electric current transmitted through fine wires into the hair follicles. Michael.
Laser hair removal?
No, can you take it Westmoreland? Time, that's electrolysis. Next toss-up. Name the 5 W questions usually answered in a news story. Tanner.
Who, what, when, where, why?
Who, what, where, why, when. That's right. 10 points there. Here is your bonus question. First, which amendment to the U.S. Constitution set up the income tax? A dark day.
The 22nd?
No, the 16th Amendment. And second, within 5 years either way, in what year was it ratified?
No answer.
1913. No points on the bonus. Next toss-up. What vitamin helps the body to use calcium and phosphorus? Tanner.
Vitamin D.
Vitamin D is right. 10 points there. Bonus question. For 5 points each, identify these NASCAR drivers. First, the man in black, killed in 2001.
Earnhardt.
Dale Earnhardt,
Senior.
yes. Second, winner of 200 races, he drove number 43.
Gordon.
No, Richard Petty. Third, 2015 Sprint Cup Series Championship winner.
Gordon.
Kyle Busch. Finally, recently retired, he drove number 24.
Jeff Gordon.
Jeff Gordon, that's right.
Finally.
Just wait long enough and it comes around. 10 points on that bonus. Next toss-up. Who wrote A Visit from St. Nicholas? It was the night before Christmas. It was Clement Moore. No points there. Next toss-up. Give the astronomical term for the path of any object in space whose motion is controlled by the gravity of a heavier object. Tanner.
Orbit.
Orbit is right. 10 points there. Bonus question. The heliocentric theory of the solar system was proved in the 16th and 17th century largely through the work of a Dane, a German, an Italian, and a Pole. For 5 points each, name them.
Galileo. Copernicus. Newton. And Copernicus.
Tycho Brahe, Kepler, Galileo, and I wasn't going to think you would guess Copernicus when you said Capernaum, but you got Galileo and Copernicus right. 10 points on that. Next toss-up. The only thing we have to fear is fear itself was a statement by what president? Matthew.
Franklin Delano Roosevelt.
Franklin Roosevelt, correct. 10 points there. Here's your bonus question. For 5 points each, tell the name of the government official holding these offices currently in Tennessee. First, the governor.
Bill Haslam.
Bill Haslam, correct. Second, the lieutenant governor.
No answer.
That's Ron Ramsey. Third, the Speaker of the House.
No answer.
That's Beth Harwell. And finally, the most recent former governor.
No answer.
That's Phil Bredesen. 5 points on that bonus question. Here comes your next toss-up. This item is called boîte in French, la caja in Spanish, and Schachtel in German. That's the end of our match. Score is Westmoreland 285 and Hendersonville 160. Thank you, teams, for a good match. We appreciate it.
You and I do the same thing. You were milliseconds. This program was made possible by contributions to your PBS station from viewers like you. Thank you.